When these things come across your desk, I mean, you understand that we're, in a sense, all living history. And it makes me feel important because someone has to maintain this and collect it and know how to find it, you know, and once you store it, you still got to find it. That's the hardest part of the job, actually. Every day, literally, it's something amazing that comes through. You should have a little bit of knowledge of Woodstock if you want to work here. You should have some knowledge of Lollapalooza, or, you know, the day Elvis died, or the day music died. This is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum, Library and Archives. We are off-site. We are not located in the actual museum. We're here on Tri-C campus. Pretty much you're in the largest comprehensive collection of rock and roll history in the world. We probably have about 2,000 periodicals, 100,000 vinyl records, thousands of books, thousands of archival materials. Literally any format you could think of, we have in this facility. I am currently the library assistant in the Library and Archives. My primary functions are collection development, so I purchase and also advise the materials that we purchase for commercially for our researchers. We have researchers come in from literally all over the world to do research on anyone from the Beatles to Nina Simone to George Clinton. I think my student experience at CSU is the reason I am in this position. I actually interned while I was a student in the Museum Studies program. That's a requirement. You have to do an internship in order to graduate. And my internship was actually at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum, working with the curators as a sort of assistant registrar. So being in the Museum Studies program, we were in the museums in Cleveland, whether it would be University Circle or Cleveland Museum of Art, the Natural History Museum, just on and on. So I think that was definitely the most engaging part, is the fact that we went out physically. We weren't in the classroom a lot. The class was barely in the actual classroom. Our classroom was every museum in Northeast Ohio. 90% of everything in the art gallery or museum you don't see. The real fun stuff is probably behind the scenes. So with Robert Thurman, him being so involved in the local arts in Cleveland, he was able to use his connections to get us in places that you would never be in unless you were a curator or a staff member. So that was that was one of the biggest benefits about, I think, being in the Museum Studies program under his leadership. One of the coolest things I have in my office right now, I have a rare Elvis 78 from Sun Records acetate, not even vinyl, it's just pure acetate, only one side. The other side is blank. Very rare, extremely rare. Oh, also in my office I have the Beatles Butcher cover. I don't know if you know the story behind it. The cover is very morbid in a sense. It's like baby dolls and like meat. And like, it's not very Beatles when you think of their image. So the record company had them do it over, especially for the American market. However, not everyone got the original printing. So I have one of those right now in my office, and it's probably worth a lot. Every day something here cool pops up, or you find something that you didn't know about before. So yeah, it's an amazing, cool job. I will honestly tell you, without Cleveland State University, I doubt I would even be in this position 100%.